today I'm doing another musical in 5 minutes because you guys know I love me some musicals. And since I always talk about theater and Broadway on my Twitter, so many of you are like, Trisha, oh my gosh, incorporate that into your video, so that's why I do musicals in 5 minutes, which I'm thinking about turning into movies in 5 minutes. So if you guys want to actually see other movies that are not musicals or weren't turned into musicals, I would totally do that because I do like the acting part of it. But I feel like the songs just help speed along the story plot just a little better than me acting. So today I am going to do one of my all-time favorite movies that turned into a musical. Same thing I kind of did with Legally Blonde. I love Legally Blonde so much that when I saw the musical, it just spoke to me. Same thing when I saw Young Frankenstein. It is one of my all-time favorite movies in general, but without a doubt my favorite Mel Brooks movie, hands down. I'm a huge Mel Brooks fan. I love that he loves the blondes and the big tits, and I've always just really, we see eye to eye on what's sexy and what's cool and what's catchy. So, I love it so much, and I decided to do the Young Frankenstein over the producers. Both were turned into musicals just because I find the music in Young Frankenstein more, vibrant and invigorating. It didn't do that well on Broadway. I don't know why. I thought it was great. I saw it multiple times, but I absolutely love it. And there was a local production up in Pasadena not too long ago that I saw, and I was like, girl, you gotta do Young Frankenstein in 5 minutes. So here you go, Young Frankenstein in 5-ish minutes. It's been said that your grandfather brought dead brain tissue back to life. Is that true, Dr. Frankenstein? That's Frankenstein. My name, it's pronounced Frankenstein. Yes, yes, the whole world knows about my grandfather's crazy delusional thoughts. But I ask you, do I look like some madman who go around prowling graveyards looking for dead bodies? Well, Professor, don't answer that. I'm not a Frankenstein. I don't indulge in hijinks or tomfoolery. I'm not a Frankenstein. I don't believe in mummies, ghosts, or ghoulery. I deal in fact, not fiction. I am a scientist. I live for truth and reason. That's the reason I exist. But to call me a Frankenstein would be insane, 'cause I love the brain. A telegram for Dr. Frankenstein. Frankenstein. The name, it's pronounced Frankenstein. Give me the letter. Your grandfather has died. You have to go collect his things. What? My grandfather died? I have to go to his estate? Okay, let me take off work, take off my jacket, because I'm no longer going to be talking to students at a university about science. I gotta go deal with my crazy grandfather and his estate. I will be back, but first I have to say goodbye to my lovely fiance, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, where are you? Come say goodbye to me, Elizabeth. You're very smart and virginal doctor, professor, boyfriend, fiance. Where is my slutty cunt of a fiance, Elizabeth? Oh, Frederick, my love. Oh, do you have to go? Yes, yes, but I'll only be gone for a short time. I'll be right back here after I settle my grandfather's estate. Oh, Frederick, oh, I'm going to miss you so much. Yes, give me a hug. Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, I know we're engaged to be married, but I just cannot do that. Dream all you want, my darling, of every lustful situation. And those naughty thoughts are fine with me, as long as they stay locked away in your imagination. You can hug me till I scream, if it's only in a dream. So please, don't touch me. You can feel me till I squeal, just as long as it's not real. So please, don't touch me. You can savage me and ravage me. I care not what you do, just as long as the filthy things you do are only in your mind. You can spank me till I'm red, if it's only in your head. But please don't touch me. You can have me, can't you see, if it's just a fantasy. But please don't touch me. When we're absolutely wed, we can do it till we're dead. But please don't touch me. Okay, bye honey, come back, and then, you know, I'm gonna fuck all these people in New York, and then you can come back and give me gifts and cherish me and love me, and then we'll get married, and then you can maybe sex hug me, but maybe not, because you're gross and you're a virgin. Bye! Love you!
Welcome to Transylvania! It's awesome here. We have very gothic
things and old-timey hay rides. Come on, welcome to Transylvania. Dr. Frankenstein! It's Frankenstein, the name, it's pronounced Frankenstein. You must be Igor. It's pronounced Igor. Okay, so you're going to show me to my grandfather's estate? Yes, and up there we can build monsters, and a new monster, you and me. Oh, no. No monsters for me. I'm here to just simply come and finish what my dead grandfather now can't finish because he's dead. So no monsters. I don't even want to be related. I'm a scientist. It's all about the brain, smart, and not monsters. It's silly. That's not me. I'm a Frankenstein. Oh, but the fantastic things we'll do, Master. We could be right up there with the world's greatest pair. Doop, doop, doop. Like Laurel and Hardy, like Coke and Bacardi, like Romeo and Juliet, ebb and flow to and fro, together again. Together again for the first time. We only met in a dream. Up until now it's been a worst time, but now that you're here we're a team. So Master, what do you say? Let's just go and settle in and we'll talk about this later. Igor. Alright, Master, I have an assistant for you if you need help. No, I don't need an assistant because I'm not going to be doing creatures or laboratories. I don't need an assistant. I'm Inga, your punny slutty assistant. When things get hard, I can help you, Dr. Frankenstein. Maybe we could just use an assistant to help with the estate. So, how are we getting to the castle? Oh, we are riding the sloops and floopsin'. What's that? Roll, roll in the hay. Roll, do it all day. You might steal a kiss from an unwitting miss who's not too resilient to play. So let's roll in the hay. Oh, I'm very high-spirited, Doctor. I hope you won't hold it against me. Oh, I'll try not to. Oh, good, because rolling the hay means I want to fuck you. Oh, here you are at the castle, Doctor. Igor, can I help you put away your bags or your dick in my mouth, Dr. Frankenstein? Oh, no, I think I'm just going to read some books. I have a fiance back home. Okie dokie, let Inga know. Are you sure you don't want to create some monsters? It gets you feeling things in here in the Frankenstein castle. Yes, but I am a Frankenstein and I read books, so therefore I'm just going to retire and read books. So thank you, Igor, thank you both so much, but I'm going to just relax. We'll take care of things tomorrow. Thank you. Oh gosh. This place, silly. Ghosts, goblins, the creepy chandeliers. Way too smart for this. Just going to go take a nice shower, read this book. Just no talk of monsters or ghosts or anything. We've been the pride of Romania since 1201, passed on for generations, father to son, descended from gypsies, as proud as we can be. Don't risk my curse, it could be worse. Embrace the family tree. Join the family business, learn the family trade, make yourself a monster, make the world afraid. To join the family business, you must take the family name, follow in our footsteps and you'll win eternal fame. Join the family business, show us the family pride, make yourself a monster, and then you'll make us bride. Listen to your great-grandfather for the morning fight. Join the family business, son, if you don't want to die, huh? Do not make a fuss. You must be one of us, young Frankenstein. Title of the show right there. Okay, so basically in the musical, yes, his dead Frankenstein family comes and says, okay, do this, we gotta make a monster, that's your legacy. And in the movie, he's like reads his grandfather's journals and is like, okay, this is kind of interesting, let's make this monster. bada bing, bada boom, Inga comes and helps, and Igor is on board, and he's like, okay, we're gonna make a monster. We're gonna make a monster, but we gotta do it right. Igor, get me a brain. Yes, master, yes. And a really smart brain. Get this particular brain at this grave site. It has to be this brain. Don't forget the brain. Yes, master. Yes, master. Got the brain. And then like this is like the brain. Ninja Turtle Spider-Man. I got the brain. Oh, oh, shoot. Oh, here's one. And in the movie, this is my favorite part of the movie. He sees one that says, like he thinks it's like abnormal, and it's abnormal, right? An abnormal brain. Oh, somebody, he's like, oh, this brain will work. A quest bar. This brain will work better. Got the brain, doctor. Got the brain. Ah, Igor, you came through. You came through. Okay. Ever since the beginning of time, when primal rolls, and he like goes into this big long speech. I fucking love this song, but I don't know it because he's like, life, life, give my creature life, 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 da 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 da. I don't know. I just always like remember the earlier songs better. I don't know. They just get my head better. So then he's like, give my creature life. Inga, the first switch, now the second switch, no doctor, not the second switch, yes the second switch, throw it damn you, give my creature life, and then you're like, the monster is awake, so now the monster is alive, but he has this like crazy brain in his head, and he's like, oh my gosh, did you get the brain? And Igor's like, kind of. He's like comedic relief, right? And then he's going crazy, like, do something good. And then there's also like a housekeeper who's like ugly and has a weird accent too. And she's like, Dr. Frankenstein, nu lati vixis, grunna vixis. Okay, guys. Don't freak out. I will go in there. They like lock him in. He's like, I will go in there. And I will make this abnormal brain normal, and I will get him working because I am a scientist. It is what I do. And even if I scream, don't let me out of there. No matter what happens, don't let me out of there because I'm going to help this monster. He goes in. Hey guy, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I know. Sorry about the brain mix-up. That was Igor's thing. Let me out. And then they're like, so you let him out? No, he said no, don't let him out. Don't let him out. Good night, Dr. Frankenstein. Bye. And then all the characters are like little pussies and pussy out on him. Okay, so good night. We'll reconvene in the morning. Okay. Whew. Monster's down, everything's fine. Then like lightning strikes and the switch gets flipped and the monster's on the loose and everyone's like, he's loose. It's like, and then all the townspeople are gathered around like, oh my god, what is it in Transylvania? The Frankenstein's back. Did they create another monster? And he's like, oh, quick, Igor, he's loose. We gotta create some kind of diversion and fast. I got it. Forget about the foxtrot. Throw away the walls. Skip those on the doomsday. I don't even know these words. It's so bad. What's been going on? I've seen it like twice. And then it's like, have you heard about mania? If not, then let me explain ya. Yes, sir. It's the Transylvania mania. And then they just like make these noises. It's kind of like silly. It's whatever. And then everyone's like, oh my god, the Transylvania mania. It's just like whatever. And then the monster like escapes. And then they're like, oh my god, like where did he go? And he goes. And this guy's like blind. He's like, I'm so lonely. God, send me someone. And then the monster, oh, thank you, God, for answering my prayers. And then like, I don't know, that happens. And then this is where I get kind of confused because like the movie and the play kind of a little differ here. So I'm sorry I'm confusing you. Here I am explaining the movie in 5 minutes and I can't even explain the movie. So then basically the monster is with the blind guy and he's like, oh my gosh, where is this monster? And they realize that he likes violin music. So she's like, we'll just play some violin music. And then the monster comes back. He's like, oh, I love violin music. And he liked violin music in the movie too. So it's like, oh, violin music. Yes, he just loves the violin music. So they're able to get him back with some violin playing, a little violin music, keep him under wraps, and they're like, we're gonna make this man a man, but before we make Frankenstein, well, no, the doctor's name is Frankenstein, before we make monster a man, we're gonna make Frankenstein a man, if you will, because his little bitch of a wife is holding out on sex from him, or fiance, holding out on the sex from him, and he's gotta get it somehow, and meanwhile, big tit Inga's there, and we're gonna make Dr. Frankenstein a man, is what they decided, or Mel Brooks decided. But doctor, you're so smart, but don't
Do you ever want to be a boy? Let's forget about thinking. Thinking's never smart. You'll find such joy just by being a boy. And listen to your heart, which really means now we'll get under these sheets, both of us. We'll make a fuss, and I'll let you in my legs.
Obviously those are not the real lyrics. Basically the whole time she's just like,
My legs and my boobs, and let me just get the boner inside of me now, because I'm a foreign slut rag. That is what I'm here, Dr. Frankenstein.
it is a Mel Brooks musical, fuck me. And so she's just basically like,
Let's be stupid together, not a thought in our head. You'll find such bliss in the kissing you're missing, and listen to your heart.
and then they go up and down and up and down. No, they go up and they're like in the sheets.
I was like, oh yes, the monster's back. You're so smart.
Oh yes, there we go. Ah! And then they go up and whatever. And then everyone's like, oh my gosh, the monster's back. Dr. Frankenstein, how did you do it? Igor's like, how did you do it? And then the old ugly woman's like, oh my god, doctor. And then knock, knock, knock. And it's like,
Where's my fiance? Freddy, my love, Frederick, I'm here.
I don't know, this is the best time. And then she goes, ooh, and then they realize that they're doing, they're like, ew, I don't think so. I don't think he likes surprises. And then she's like,
Everybody wants a little surprise.
and she, so basically she does this whole thing. She goes, oh, Freddy, you love me. Frederick, darling, where are you? Frederick, darling, where are you? Meanwhile, he's like fucking some blonde bimbo up above her. And then she's like, oh, Freddy, please tell me you're not sleeping with her. No. Please tell me that. And she's like all naked. And he's like, oh, Elizabeth, no, it's not what it seems. Oh, okay, thank God, Freddy, thank God. Okay, now we'll get married. Come back to New York, forget your little monster, blah, blah. Elizabeth, but I can't go right now. Why not? And then he's just like, I have to finish making this, thing, and I'll be back. And then she goes, oh my God, you men are all alike. And then she like goes away, and then he has to go deal with this monster now, who's being a little bitch. The monster's a little bitch, not gonna lie. The monster's a little bitch in this movie. And then he's just like, oh my gosh. He's like, what can we do? He's like, now you're a creature, you're primitive soul. You don't know your wrong from your right. Yada da da, you need a spark. I'll guide you into the light. I'll be your guide, I'll be by my side, and da da out of the dark. You'll be my greatest invention since the invention of fire. So he's like wanting to invent this person, and then he's like, you will walk, you will talk, everybody will look at the man about town. You will dun 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 dun, you will break every heart. You're the man about town, and I know when you walk in the door, you will fear, never jeer, never more. Doom doom, raise a glass, da da da. You'll be da 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 da. You won't be about da da. Bed. You're the man. You're the man about town. So it's like, yay, okay, awesome. He's like, okay, now we're gonna do a show. We're gonna do a show, everybody. Oh, here we are, opening night. Me, Dr. Frankenstein, and my monster. And everyone's like, yay. And Mike goes, yay. And he's like, they sing a little number. He's just like, if you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? And I'm like, it's like, come on, it's like ridiculous. Anyways, violin, blind man or whoever's playing the violin. Monster's like, oh, forget this, putting on the rich shit. Like, you guys do your own thing. I'm still a monster. I'm triggered by this violin or some shit. So then he like goes and runs away. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, we lost the monster. What do we do? It's his fault. The monster is violent. He takes Elizabeth, and she's like, oh my God, Freddy, what am I gonna do? And meanwhile, Frankenstein's like, oh, fuck you, bitch. You didn't put out for me. Like, go devour her. Do what you gotta do to get that out of my life. You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, oh my God, Freddy, help me. And everyone's like, the monster's violent. He's actually violent. Just when everyone started to like him because he was singing Putting on the Ritz. It was a singing monster. Oh my God, it's violent. Freddy, help me, please. And Frankenstein's like, oh my God, okay, I gotta help you, Elizabeth, because I'm actually a pussy inside, even though I want you to get eaten. I'll come help you. So the townsmen all want Frankenstein's head. They're like, he's a monster. We need to kill that monster. And he's like, oh my God, Elizabeth, or Elizabeth's with him, and Igor and Inga, and it's like, what do I do? Like, they're gonna kill him if they catch him, and that's my creation, that's my invention, that's my genius, that's my contribution to the Frankenstein empire. And they're like, oh my gosh, what do you do? So meanwhile, Creature's over there with, Elizabeth. Elizabeth's like, oh, Creature, oh my God, please don't hurt me, please don't hurt me. And then like he unzips his pants and being the whore that she is, she's like, oh my god, that penis though. And then she's like, deep love, at last I found deep love. I'm in love with your dick because I'm a little cum whore. And so basically that's it. She like falls in love with him, but Frankenstein's still freaking out. He's like, oh my gosh, what do we do? They're gonna kill him. What's he doing with Elizabeth? What's he gonna do out there? I feel bad. That's my monster. That's my creation. So he lures him back in with the freaking violin. Violin, like who likes violin music that much? Who likes violin music that much? I don't understand. So he lures him back in with the violin. And then the monster comes back, oh, that's my master, I have to go, is what the monster's thinking in his head. So he comes back, he's like, oh my god, monster. And then meanwhile, they're like, the townspeople are like, we're coming to get him, we're gonna burn him at the stake, and we're gonna arrest you, and we're gonna kill you both, and we're gonna hang you both. And so real quick, he performs like an emergency. Oh my gosh, give me my tools, give me my things, I gotta do this. And then, and then they like transfer, he gives him some of his intellect so he can handle himself better, and they go hang him, and the monster is able to escape because he's super smart and he can leave, but Frederick Frankenstein's not very smart, and so they catch him. You guys ready for this revelation? Any last words before we're sending you up to die, Dr. Frankenstein?
Just this. Though my time on earth is done, though I face this angry crowd, though I'm hated and despised, of one thing I can say I'm proud of. This is truly mine. I'm a man who has no shame in shouting out his family name. I am a Frankenstein. And so it's a big thing. Oh my god, he's a Frankenstein. Kill him. Dead. Done. As a doorknob. So now in the musical, so we're back in the musical, right? Okay, so he dies, he's dead, but thankfully the monster has some of his brain. He comes, he's like, oh, Frederick, you created me, I'm going to help you, and whatever, like brings him back to life or whatever. And then he's like, oh my, I know it's rather shabby, but I'm in love with Elizabeth. And he's like, you are? And he's like, I'm in love with you too. And he's like, oh my god, good, be with each other. And then he's like, well, I'm an idiot, but I'm alive. So Dr. Frankenstein now is not exactly with it because he doesn't have his brain anymore. But since everyone in this movie is a big hoe bag, you know Inga doesn't care, and she's just like, okay, like, whatever, like, I guess you're not smart anymore, but like, I'm still a hoe bag, and I guess I'm like a slave to you or some shit. So she's like, okay, whatever, like, I'll still be with you. And then she's like, doctor, you gave the monster his brain, what did you get in return? And then he's like, this dick, baby, basically. And she's like, oh, really? Oh my god, I just hit myself. Guys, I'm like all over the place. I don't even know if that was even close to 5 minutes. I'm sorry if I like skipped around a lot. I didn't know the lyrics as thought as I did. Like sometimes when I see musicals, like yeah, they just stick in my head, and sometimes I like get it in my head, and I saw it last week and I was like, I get it, I think I know it, but it's all over the place. Plus the movie is really, really good. So if you haven't seen the musical and you want to see it when it comes to your town, see it. I highly recommend it. I love musicals, but if you're not a musical fan or you just want to see an awesome movie, I highly recommend the movie Young Frankenstein. It's in black and white. It's really cool. It's like a parody of horror films. It's like the first original parody, you know, it's before a freaking Scary Movie. It's just really good and really fun and campy, and I think you guys would really like it and dig it. I like old films, and I think even if you didn't though, like my sister for instance, not as a big fan of like older films, like I love them, and if there's one Mel Brooks movie you have to see in your life, if you've never seen a Mel Brooks movie, you watch it at the beginning, you're like, who the fuck is Mel Brooks? Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. No. I get it. Like, you know, he was big in the 70s, but like if you don't know who Mel Brooks is and you want to like just like watch one movie of his, I know a lot of people might say Blazing Saddles, you know, The Producer, I like, you know what I mean? Like there's like a lot of staple Mel Brooks movies, but to me, Young Frankenstein is like a masterpiece of his, and I think a lot of people would agree. Gene Wilder and him work together a lot, and I find Gene Wilder to be the most brilliant actor, like really one of the most brilliant actors of our time, like, and I don't say that loosely, I really, really mean it. So check it out if you guys haven't. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I feel like the musicals just kind of make everything a little more exciting. That's why I choose to do them. But if you guys want me to do regular movies and not just musicals, definitely leave me comments or suggestions in the comments below, or tweet me, and I will do one for you guys. So until next time, this was Trish Paytas performing from you live from her living room, and I'm gonna go ahead and go. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Hi to Rick Moranis, and until next time, here are my kisses from my little baby fishies. Bye guys.